wipes. So you'll have a wet wipe and a dry wipe, and you'll also have dust stickers. So make sure that you keep them safely. So put your phone on a flat table and make sure that there is no dust around. So make sure you're not in a dusty environment, because otherwise you will have unnecessary air bubbles in your tempered glass. And while we are on it, also make sure that your hands are clean, because you don't want any kinds of dust particle involved on the phone screen, because otherwise you will get those tiny annoying air bubbles that you can't remove. So make sure that your hands are clean and you're in a clean environment where there is no dust. Once that is checked, we can proceed with the installation process. Once you've checked all of that, open the wet wipe and use it to clean the display. This will help you remove all of the smudges and dirt from your phone screen, and make sure that you thoroughly clean your phone's display with it. Then you will need to use the dry wipe to dry out the display, and here you have to be careful that there are no tiny dust particles on the screen. You can tilt the phone in some directions to see if there are any dust particles, and if you spot them, then please clean each and every one of them, because they might introduce unwanted air bubbles. After using the dry wipe, if you still have some dust particles on your screen, you can use the dust sticker. So just peel off the dust sticker, stick it in the region where there is dust on the screen, and then gently pull it off. So all of the dust particles will stick to the dust sticker and they will be off from your display. Also put the dust sticker back to where it was, because we might need it again. After doing this, you should be able to get rid of all of the dust particles and your display should be 100% clean. Now gently peel off the plastic protector or the white board from the behind of the tempered glass, and make sure that you don't touch the inside, because this layer has the glue. You need to take care that the inside layer, which has the adhesive, does not touch anything, and you have to be very careful in handling the glass. Hold it from the edges, align it with your phone's display, and once you have aligned it properly with all of the cutouts, just place it on the screen. You can still make any last moment changes if you want to, but once you are done, just slide your finger right through the center and the adhesive will start spreading. Let it do its work. It might take some time to completely spread around the phone's display, but just give it time. Once that is done, you might see some air bubbles, but don't worry about that, we'll remove each and every one of them. So with the help of your fingernail, apply some pressure and drag all of these bubbles towards the outer edges of the glass. The larger air bubbles will actually go out easily, and for the smaller ones, you need to take a bit of an effort. So rub your finger around the air bubble for 20 to 30 seconds and then they will go away. You should always drag them to the edges. 1 or 2 tiny bubbles might come back, but repeat the process. Rub your fingernail for around 15 to 20 seconds and eventually you will see that these air bubbles go away and you have a proper 100% install. You can see that I'm easily able to remove all of the air bubbles from the glass on my Galaxy A50 and eventually I do have a 100% bubble free install. Now many a times what happens is that due to some installation error you might have a dust particle inside even after installing the glass. So to remove that, what you need to do is actually take the dust sticker back, gently lift the tempered glass up and then use the dust sticker to remove these dust particles. You have to do this very carefully because otherwise you might just mess up everything and you're gonna regret wasting money on a tempered glass. So just do it at your own risk and be very careful when you're doing it. If you follow all of this properly, you should get a 100% proper install. I've been following this method since ages with almost every phone that I've had a tempered glass on and it works without any issues. So the next time you buy a tempered glass, don't be worried about installing it. Just be patient, follow the process properly and you should be good to go.